pretty much have passed the baby sleeping stages.
Pretty much. I mean, I don't know. Do your kids ever keep you up in the middle of the night nowadays?
Oh, they still do, yeah. I don't know, my kids text me. So wait till Arlo starts texting from his crib.
Text you in the middle of the night. You're like, oh,
he
what
texts me from the crib. Mom, I need some milk. I need some stuff.
Well, that's the equivalent of hearing him on the baby monitor and being like, oh, what? But no, he sleeps through the night now. I mean, he's a little over a year, so he's been sleeping through the night for 4 or 5 months now.
Yeah, that's good, because I know you're busy with everything and hoping that he goes down quietly.
Once they start sleeping through the night, it changes your world, because he wasn't sleeping through the night until that like 6-7 month time. And there were days I would come in here to do this show and I was like, oh, hello, I'm barely awake. But yeah, now it's great. He sleeps really well.
So, well, you know, as a parent, they have a lot on their mind. They're thinking about quite a bit, and there's no time for them to wonder if their little ones are safe while they are sleeping. So Olivia Horton is standing by with top products for your newborn from Consumer Resources Best Reviews.
As a new parent, keeping an eye on your little one is of the utmost importance, and that starts with the right products to have them sleeping safe and sound. Joining us now with the top tested products for your babies to slumber safely is Senior Director of Content Operations at Best Reviews, Jacob Palmer. Jacob, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. You know, this is a subject that I have some recent experience with, so I'm really excited to share my perspective with a lot of these great products, because that peace of mind overnight is huge, especially with your first little one.
I believe it. And before you get them to sleep, you really have to prepare them for that sleep. Isn't that right?
Yeah, and there's a few things that you need to do to be able to get that right. First is making sure that they're dressed properly to be able to sleep overnight. And what you're learning nowadays, and what kind of is the conventional wisdom, is that they want these babies to be sleeping in a swaddle, because it replicates what that feeling is for them in the womb, where they're nice and tight, nice and comfy. But swaddling in a blanket is kind of an intimidating thing for first-time parents, which is why we love this Halo Sleep Sack. It is an awesome product, because it just simplifies it. It's got the Velcro, so you just know this goes there, that goes there. And when you've got a wiggling newborn that's trying to scream and get out of the way, like, that's a great thing to have in your back pocket.
Absolutely, but that's not the only way that you can help prepare them for sleep. This also helps do that.
Yeah, and so what we love about this, and it's a rocker that you can basically take anywhere, and what new parents will learn that first time you go to the in-laws, that first time you go to grandparents' house, their houses aren't set up like yours are for a newborn. And so how do you get this child to sleep when they've pretty much gotten accustomed to always being able to rock themselves to sleep? This allows you to do that anywhere, whether you're lying in your own bed, whether you're sitting in a normal chair. It allows you to replicate that movement, which a lot of babies, frankly, get very accustomed to. And so that brings us then to the sleeper, or the bassinet that we have here, which is again from Halo. And what we love about it is that, number one, it's pretty cost effective. It's only a few $100, and a lot of these products can get really super expensive. But this allows you to swivel it over your bed as well. And so, you know, it's also got some modes in there that will also help them stay asleep, which is a huge thing there. So it's got some soothing features that will let the baby stay asleep. And when sleep is at an ultimate premium, which is basically the case for every baby for the first few months, this will come in handy. And, you know, for that price point, we absolutely love it as a recommendation.
And that is wonderful, especially for newborns. But what about when they get a little bit older?
Yeah, when they get a little bit older, you know, they're going to need that crib mattress. And what we love about this crib mattress, the Dream Weave here, is number one, super breathable. And with, you know, it getting a little bit hotter throughout the seasons, you know, this will help them stay breathable overnight, which is huge. But then what's also great about it is that it'll grow with them. So when they're infants, they need the harder surface. You know, it's tough to imagine that they don't want to be a little bit more comfortable, but it's true. Yeah. So for the infants, they have the harder side, and then once they get a little bit older, you can switch it over to the toddler side. And it's great and super, you know, breathable and also absorbent, which is huge during potty training.
I love that that also just grows with them, so you can use it at different stages of their lives. Now, when they are still young, you kind of want to keep an eye on them when they're in the crib.
Well, a lot of what we're talking about right now is just peace of mind, right? And this is the product that provides the ultimate peace of mind, because you hear so much about these horror stories and you just want to be able to check on them, but you don't want to go in there and wake them up. So these next line of products will be exactly what you need to make sure that you can check on your little one, make sure they're doing well. This is great because it ensures that they're breathing. You can get a bunch of different vital stats on your phone, so you can stay a few rooms away and not have to go in there and do that thing that probably our parents did, which was go go into the room and put the finger under the nose. This makes sure that you don't have to do that, so you can keep your own peace of mind and the baby's still sleeping.
And what about keeping an eye on them as well?
Again, and so this is another one where you know it's a long night, and so you want to make sure that you keep your eyes on them. And so we start with the Motorola baby monitor that we have here, which is awesome because it has the monitor already as well as the camera that you can just set up in there, and it's also got all the speakers, all the microphones, everything you need to make sure that you're set up and that you're checking it over your own Wi-Fi system. So absolutely love it for that. But then what we have here is the audio-only travel baby monitor from Motorola, which is also great to take on the road because, again, grandparents' houses oftentimes aren't set up. Maybe the baby's in a totally different wing of the house. They don't have the nursery. They didn't buy the house for the kid. So, this will make sure that you're set up. You can still spend time with family, but also make sure that you're hearing the baby and checked in. And, if they need you, you can run down there and help them at any moment.
I love that that is for peace of mind, but something that people don't often think about when it comes to young newborns is potty training as well, and that will help with the process.
Yeah, and so these are from Millie Moon, and they're the overnight diapers. And from my own experience, honestly, you don't realize that you need to change the style of diaper as they get older. And so as they get older, they need an overnight diaper that's more absorbent and that can handle a little bit more, and so these are great for that. And it's a great transition from the normal diaper, that infant diaper, to a more toddler diaper, and then eventually they'll be potty trained out of it.
Awesome. Well, these are all amazing products, especially for first-time parents out there. So thank you so much, Jacob. We appreciate it. Of course. For more on any of these products, you can head to bestreviews.com or go ahead and scan that QR code on your screen.